It is cream and crimson in here right now. They keep putting up these weird green lights. I'm not sure what that's about, but there's a lot of IU fans here in the house. The Georgia Aquarium hosting a fan night. And I got to reintroduce you to Rebecca and Paul. You guys, listen to this. We interviewed them this morning. Anna Chalker did at Indianapolis International. I'm proud to say they made it to Atlanta. How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling great. Very excited to be here.
Talk to me about the excitement around this team and specifically tomorrow night.
We are over the moon excited for this. We both had to work today from the hotel, so our offices know at this point. But yes, we are incredibly excited. I don't think we're going to sleep tonight.
I think you and a lot of people made the trip, made the sacrifice to be here. In fact, earlier today we stopped by the College Football Hall of Fame, where we ran into quite a few Indiana fans. Of course, the mecca of college football. And what's really been a historic season for the Indiana Hoosiers. It was cool to see IU all over the College Football Hall of Fame. And fans tell us they had to be here in person to come watch this next chapter of Indiana football.
It's just the excitement, right? As Indiana fans, we're being realistic with ourselves. This is not something we ever expected, and it's just something cool to see, no matter how it shakes out.
Great coach, great quarterback, great story, great season.
I mean, the expectation is obviously just let's get to the national championship, right? I mean, this has been so cool, and I think, if they could top it off with that, that'd be great.
That sure would be great, wouldn't it? The College Football Hall of Fame, by the way, moving from South Bend to Atlanta a little more than a decade ago, you might remember. So it was so cool to spend some time there today and see all of that in person. Meanwhile, here at the Georgia Aquarium, we are getting ready for a pep rally. 6 o'clock, the Indiana Hoosiers will be here, the cheerleaders, the band. Hoosier the Bison is running around somewhere in here too. So much more to come from here in Atlanta. But in the meantime, we're checking in with our passengers who have made it from Indianapolis. Jenna Webster is keeping an eye on things at the airport. Jenna, how's it going out there tonight?
I mean, Sam, I wish we had a little bit of a pep rally here, but I feel like there's enough IU fans that we might be able to get something going. But of course, all these fans heading down to Atlanta are coming down with some new merch as well. A lot of people have been stopping by getting some new IU swag. They're all kind of making a joke that the Purdue stuff is a little bit small, hidden in the corner. So I do apologize to the Purdue fans out there. The IU stuff is displayed pretty prominently, a lot more stuff there. But fans are heading down to Atlanta in some serious style. I've seen some pretty good outfits here from the IU fans, from earrings to cowboy boots, pins, candy stripe pants. And of course, I've seen a few Rose Bowl shirts here too. Actually, a woman just walked by me. She had a very cool sparkly jacket on. They are repping their IU gear confidently and feel confident going into the game too. They know it can be hard to face the team for the second time. One man says Oregon is a different team now than they were in October, but he thinks Indiana is a different team too and better than last time. It's a mix of fans who went to the Rose Bowl and who didn't, but everyone agrees they're impressed with this team, both the players and the coaching.
I've been very impressed with how the team has done on the big stage. Honestly, after last year, got to the big stage and we thought, kind of a letdown. This year, they seem so poised. They seem so ready for every single game. It's been so impressive of how prepared they are.
I am sure they have been very busy preparing today. Fans have really embraced this team. Even if they're not traveling to Atlanta, they're wearing their cream and crimson to rep Indiana. One man says he wishes the state could keep the magic going and wishes the Colts could draft Mendoza, though he is heavily favored to be a #1 pick for the Raiders. But wouldn't that be fun to have him playing in Indiana for the Colts? We've got a lot more coverage for you tonight. You may remember we did some Rose Bowl predictions and we had so much fun with it. We had to bring it back for our Peach Bowl predictions. So we're going to hear from those fans and what they think the matchup against Oregon is going to look like coming up at 6:15. Guys.
Oh, great.
What a reveal.
All right. Good tease there, Jenna. Thanks so much.
And the winner of the Peach Bowl will take on the winner of the Fiesta Bowl in the College Football National Championship.
That's going to be in Miami. And tonight's Fiesta Bowl is going to determine the first team that's going to make it to that title game. So that matchup is tonight. It's between Ole Miss and Miami. But before all that, our team is going to have you covered for the next 2 hours with all that you need to know ahead of the Peach Bowl.
So you can catch their live special at 6:30 on WTHR+. That's really, really cool. Angela's here, and we have a lot of Hoosiers headed down to Atlanta as we speak. What's it looking like there?
And so far, so good. The weather really has cooperated, flying and driving. We have a few showers locally now, but nothing very heavy that would slow anybody down. We can take you into Atlanta for that forecast for tomorrow night, that Peach Bowl Friday night. Kickoff in Atlanta is at 7:30. There will be a lot of cloud cover around tomorrow. A few areas of drizzle and a couple of showers, but the heaviest rain isn't forecast in Atlanta until later Friday night into Saturday morning. What you see on radar is clear across the state of Georgia and south of us. What's highlighted here in green, those are flood watches for parts of Alabama and Tennessee. What we're watching, what's developing out to our west. Locally, we have a few spotty showers, nothing very heavy right now. Some steadier light rain around Putnam County and Crawfordsville. Some steadier light rain north and east from Kokomo to Marion to Hartford City. However, we go under the threat of severe weather overnight. I'll have that timeline for you in a few minutes.
Thank you, Angela. Right now at 5:09, we do have breaking news to bring you, and it's about city leadership. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey now is announcing he's going to transition to a new role. He's going to be working in the mayor's administration.
Mayor Hogshead's administration starting February 2nd. Bailey will become the chief deputy mayor and chief of staff. The mayor released a statement saying, quote, Chris Bailey is a proven leader with a long-standing career defined by service, accountability, and meaningful results.
Meantime, the mayor says he'll appoint new leadership for IMPD in the weeks to come. We're keeping an eye on these breaking developments as we speak, and as we get more information, we're going to bring it to you here, not only on this newscast, but on all WTHR platforms.
Developing tonight, Vice President J.D. Vance is defending a deadly shooting involving ICE in Minnesota, saying about the victim that it was, quote, tragedy of her own making.
There are also concerns now that are being raised by leaders all across Minnesota about the FBI taking over that investigation.
Very, very difficult for Minnesotans to think in any way this is going to be fair when Kristi Noem was judge, jury, and basically executioner yesterday. That's very, very difficult to think that they were going to be fair.
This is all in reference to this incident caught on camera. This is where an ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman yesterday.
What I'm certain of is that she accelerated in a way where she ran into the guy. I don't know what was in her heart and what was in her head, but I know that she violated the law, and I know that officer was acting in self-defense.
That victim pictured here, 37-year-old Renee Good. She died in that shooting.
Old Dominion University shared this picture of her, saying she graduated in 2020 with a degree in English. We also know her to be a mom of 3.